Well, hello everyone. Here talking about here is like a sketch for the kit, and of course it could be is like what you call is like for a set. It's like the difference more likely between a kit and a set. And basically, anybody that may think that maybe a kit is a little bit smaller than a set because a set more likely is just a little bit bigger. If we were talking about maybe a few pots and pans and maybe a few cups or anything like that. So far as knowing about for dishes, though, what you have right here is a sketch right here. And it's like the sketch that you have right here is like for that particular artist. I know about it's like so far with me, for that particular artist, for the sketch though. But this right here is, of course, is what I was working on, of course, in our class. But you have right here of a talk about it's like with most sketch sets it is that a lot of times if we were to go out and buy something, buy maybe some silverware sets, or if it's maybe cooking pots or like it's like a dish separate side dish sets or anything like that, and to know about the types of ways of how we can actually draw them and like you talk about like if you want to draw them and place them and then imagine knowing about that they were about to say about to say silter, it's like you silter around and then you actually try to draw them. But in a lot of ways it's like that yeah, actually being able to draw it, especially if it's in black and white, knowing about exactly about how you use it, or knowing about you have right there is maybe a few cooking pans, and then how you want to arrange the kitchen table as well, if like how you want to set the table. And anybody may think about why do I need to set the table? Well, why do I need to set the table if I already know where I want to sit? But if you want to sit like say on the eastern, it's like on the north side of the table or any place like that. But a lot of times the way I think about though, it's like sketch, for the kit is like talk about it's like with the table set of knowing about like for what part of the table knowing about it's like knowing about to say grace. But the other than that, like talking about right here, I talk about it's like thank you for our food or something like that, and by your hands with it, and thank you God for daily bread or something like that. But in a lot of ways though, that the way I think about though with the most of the time with most sketches though, that we could probably say that thank you for daily bread, or if it's anything such as what you call is like for thinking about that for like the types of work and knowing about the types of details that we put into like say a sketch like this. And we can maybe think that really that the types of details that we put into a sketch like this, and that knowing about if we get any of the charcoal pencil or anything like that on our hands, while I talk about like ways to kind of clear it up and like the details that we put of course into the artwork though. But a lot of ways, the way I think about it though is that if we would actually try to draw something like this and actually think about exactly about where how are we going to position everything, and knowing about just look at the manual and you'll be able to find out. But other than that, like talk about right here, as I say, talk about our manual for say that so-called for reminder. Although I say for the kitchen, like the kitchen set, or if it could be like maybe a living room set or something like that. But other than that, talk about right here, I talk about sketch for the kit. Say talk about say with the sketch activity.